Hello, lovelies. How is everyone? I'm actually gonna turn my mic on, or try to. Let's see. I felt like my sound was crappy the other day or this morning. I have not stopped. I swear to God, I'm gonna get that list. Hi, Juan and Alan and April and Latanya and Starla Moan. I don't know if you heard me. Hi, Samantha. God, you guys make me like, I feel loved. This is, you can tell it's like winding down. I haven't. It's evident. No more bouncy curls. This is Taurus's reading. So we're going to do the Taurus full reading. And of course, I always interact with my chat. And then we'll do Virgo. I'm going to do Capricorn early in the morning tomorrow to hopefully get to the people I wasn't able. And that'll give me the time between tonight and tomorrow morning to have that like list, comprehensive list. Hi, Nicole. But like I'm eating a buttered roll, drinking my death becomes her water. But I'm so behind. Normally I'd be doing water signs and starting the week all over. So I love this community so much. Today was crazy, but I loved it. You know, let me explain something about me. I'm at this really beautiful place in life where I don't do anything that I don't really want to do. So that's okay, Samantha. So then I'll hit you up either. I'll get you tomorrow or then tomorrow night. No crying faces. I'll get you tomorrow night when I do fire signs. I'm going to do Capricorn with the live card pull tomorrow morning. And then later tomorrow I'm going to be doing fire. And then so I'll be live again doing Sagittarius. So tomorrow I'll have 2 lives where I'm card pulling, but 4 hours and client appointments and everything else today. I don't think anybody wants me pulling cards for them tonight. All right. So let's get into it. Taurus, we are going to look at your the energy that you're coming out of, the energy that you're walking into, and some upcoming energies you may be encountering. And then we're also looking at other, which is whatever other. Can you guys see? I just did my whole tarot shelving. I have it all set. It makes me very happy. I cleaned my Virgo rising. Also found time to like clean and put my clove oil on my desk. So we're also going to look at other, which is going to be whatever other energy is affecting you the most right now. I'm just gonna... I just realized today that I can also... I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I can also go live on Instagram at the same time. All right. Hi, everyone. Let's decide what cards we want for Taurus. Let's do these. These new ones have been pretty incredible. Let's see. Hey there. So if you're watching me on Instagram, you are watching me on Instagram be live on YouTube. It's really funny because when I'm doing this, Instagram is lined up It's instantaneous. Also, I look like what I look like on Instagram. I'm very washed out on YouTube. My hair is way darker, like you see on Instagram. Okay, this is very interesting. Your card coming out right away in this energy. Let's move this back a little bit. And oof. Your person's either grieving or just they're in a place where they have to process emotions that are a little bit sad. Yeah. I'm loving these new cards. I haven't seen all of them yet. But no matter how much I shuffle, the Six of Swords seems to come out in every single reading that I do. Okay. Okay. So let's look at the bottom of the deck energy. We have the Two of Swords. Very Gemini season. I'm just going to give us a little bit more room on the desk. Taurus, in your energy, we have the Hierophant, which I love. This is feeling connected to that higher self, feeling like there's more alignment, maybe more in the beginning of the journey, but it feels less like, it feels more like you're in control. It feels less like there's a hierarchy that you can't do anything about as far as your own evolution. I know there's plenty of hierarchies put in place right now where we all feel a little frustrated with. I'm not saying that on a collective level. Oh, Lee joined us. But personally, it feels like you're tapping into yourself more, and that is beautiful. In the other, an other can be a partner, other can be job, family. It also can be like whatever you're battling, your inner battle is right now. Five of Cups. It's a very interesting. I'm going to show it to both cameras. Five of Cups. There's a sense of loss. There's a sense of attachment for the other energy. There's more sadness and loss in the attachment to whatever they're grieving or processing. I don't want to say that maybe there needs to be, but okay, yeah, maybe there needs to be. I don't know that there's a lot of great communication, or there wasn't a lot of great communication, Taurus, between your person that's really almost attached to the sadness, almost like it's its own entity. And that for a few of you, that is you. It's almost like sadness is the dark passenger. Eight of Wands in between in reverse. It's a really, again, I love this deck. We have a little mummy. And it almost looks like a ritual. It's so perfect for these two cards. So while one of you is letting go of attachment and tapping into yourself, the other one is very much in the attachment and the sadness. What I see in your energy now is the Six of Swords. You're ready to make a move. For some of you, that's actually moving. I'm so sure that the spirit, give me a second, because it's a new deck and they have like the spirit and the dreamer instead of the page and the knight, but I'm pretty sure that this is their page. They have Lord, Lady. Oops, nope, I was wrong. The dreamer is the page. This is the Knight of Cups. But this Knight of Cups is sad. It's in the cocoon still. Where usually the Knight of Cups I see is a love bomber. This Knight of Cups is, again, struggling with emotion. We have a lot of cups on their end. Ooh, a lot of cups and a lot of wands. We're heavy in emotion, fiery emotion, and just in our feels emotion. So I like that they're going from this attachment into transformation. There's a healthy progression here. Between you ready to make a move and move out of either an energy or physically be moving out of a job or just moving. But for most of you, this is moving out of letting things make you feel stuck. Hi, LaTanya. Hi, Little John. And for everybody on Instagram, I'm going to probably end that live in a little bit. And then if you want to finish the reading with us when I start to clarify, if you just want to hop on over to YouTube, and because Instagram only gives me so long. Very interesting Ten of Wands card. There's a passionate, emotional ending. I gotta tell you, I really kind of love this energy. We have not feeling like you're attached anymore to feeling helpless, and them really trying to transform out of the attachment to sadness. And with it, this is putting down a burden. It's an ending of a cycle that really wasn't healthy. And it's an ending of a cycle of victim mode. Listen, when I say victim mode, I've totally I spent a lot of my life, I messed up a lot in high school, and a lot of it was I was going to do whatever kept me safe. And so my parents sent me to one counselor after another. And the counselor that changed everything for me said so a lot. I said, well, I have to cut class because, the kids are teasing me. And so my victim mode, it didn't erase what was truly happening to me. It didn't erase the pain I was feeling. It didn't erase whatever bullying I was experiencing. It didn't erase what I was feeling at home. It erased none of that. But what it did was she showed me that making a home in that victimship was gonna ruin my life. She was a little tough on me in the beginning. And her name was Marty White. I will never forget. Changed everything. I mean, I was pulling A's by, I don't know, 3-4 months into those counseling sessions. And I am telling you, my mom had to drag me. I made everything as difficult as possible. I was an asshole. And I used the things that had been perpetrated against me to excuse my assholeness. Was it pain? Was it a crying out? Yeah. Did everyone around me hear it and acknowledge it? No. But what mattered is my relationship with it. In this energy right now, Taurus, both you and whatever this other energy is are in the most lovely space where, even though you got here differently, you are both in a collective energy of letting go of the attachment to the victim mode without denying what you've gone through. That's another level, you know? There's levels to this shit, and this is a great level to be on. This makes me really, really happy. I will always be transparent with all of you about my own stuff. You know, you don't get to have any kind of Yoda energy without, without the bumps and bruises. Now, when you put this burden down, when you are ready to move, there might be still a little defensive energy. When we get the impetus, when we get the healing, when we start to transform, it would be almost humanly impossible to completely forget that we've experienced pain, that when we didn't have really big boundaries, when other things, triggers, patterns, all of that, it feels fragile when we are beginning to go through a transition. And we're telling ourselves that we have to rah-rah ourselves through it, also feel all our feelings. It's a lot to ask any one human to do. Transitions can present moments that almost surprise you. Each moment to the next can change. And each thing is an organic, authentic, legitimate feeling that you should examine. And then some of them you should just examine and move past them and not sit with them. But the fragility of how this may feel to everyone, the fragility of how this may feel to everyone, completely understandably will have a little bit of a defensive mode around it. I see, just the same way that you both got to the place of laying the burden down and to kind of own, because when we say in victimship mode, like, healing really doesn't do well in victimship mode. But the other thing that doesn't do well in any kind of like victim mentality is staying present, staying in a place where you're able to say, okay, I felt that, I had a freak out moment, and now I remember that I can own how I navigate everything next. I can't change the fact that there are assholes to the left of me and assholes to the right, that we're in a system that sucks. I can't change any of that, but what I can do is kind of put more control we're all in a vehicle. We're all on a journey. We're all going through life. It's, which personality has the driver's wheel? Because a couple of those personalities tend to panic while navigating. And so it's starting to feel really good to not always be in that panic while navigating the new things that are, I can't ever predict that nothing wrong is ever going to happen to anyone, because I would be full of shit. What I can help you do is to acquire tools to navigate those moments. And so Taurus, the next couple of weeks could be a little bumpy. I promise everybody, after the 28th of June, there's going to be a little... But the next couple of weeks may be a little bumpy for Taurus. Plus, Taurus has Uranus. You hear me saying this constantly, running through it right now. Yeah. I have the Nine of Cups. You're getting so close to that Nine of Cups, which is that self-sufficient, that is like, this is, right? We are all carbon-based life forms. The universe is made out of carbon. Everything that the universe is made out of, we are made out of. There's nothing that exists outside of us that doesn't also exist within us. That's some science shit. And we see that here, right? The really settling into self. Now this is in reverse. If it's on my table, it's in play. It's right there. But there might feel like there's a little like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and that's completely normal. It would be weird if that wasn't the case. On their side, or the other energy on other side, we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. The determination to letting go of attachment is, in my humble opinion, one of the master classes of life and evolution, and also really freaking hard. It feels like for this amount of emotional labor, for this amount of uncomfortable while you are changing, it feels like there should be a promotion. It feels like there should be upward mobility that's tangible. You can put your hand, not just in thought, not just in concept, not just in the 5D, but like the relationships should be showing up better, and work should feel less. Maybe you feel like you should be sleeping better. It feels like there should be things that should be tangible. This is for other. So other is going from attachment to sadness, from transforming out of that to feeling like, what do I get now? Right? I did the work, and so why don't I have tangible things in my reality right now that are a product of this hard work that I've just done? It's not materializing yet. We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. This 3 of Pentacles has the moon. We have a spiritual figure in the tree. Three of Pentacles can represent a raise, upward mobility, something tangible where we see progress moving into reward. In reverse, it means like, I know it should be here and it's not here. The energy that this is creating between is the 6 of Wands in reverse. So this has been a lot. Taurus has been on this road a little longer than other. When we first start doing work on ourselves, when we first start waking up, whatever you want to call it, whatever doesn't make you want to gag, whatever term doesn't make you go, oh God, and roll your eyes. I don't care what you call it. I really don't. But whenever we start tapping into ourselves and aligning with ourselves and getting into the quantum physics of spirituality and whatever it is, it can be romanticized out there a little bit. And honestly, that leads other people to feel disappointed in themselves. Like, I must be doing it wrong because I'm not getting that tangible results. I'm not feeling success, victory. I don't feel like I conquered this thing that I just changed my behavior. I got comfortable with being uncomfortable to move all of this, to shift things. It takes some time, because the truth of it is you heal one thing, another thing pops up, because you couldn't have seen that thing until that first thing was kind of starting to transition. I don't want you to feel hopeless. Okay, I'm gonna go. Hi everyone. I'm gonna start just pulling the cards to clarify these cards. And then when I got those cards down, then we're gonna turn off Instagram and we're gonna skip back over. I wish I could do it the opposite, because I feel like more like myself on Instagram. That's what I look like in real life. Hi Tanya. And also Instagram is real time, where YouTube there's a huge delay. It makes me nuts. All right, so let's clarify these. And again, there's a lot of this Two of Swords energy makes more sense. Like, am I supposed to stay doing what I'm doing right now because I'm not feeling like the results are coming fast enough? Because in other places in life, you do a thing, you get a reward. You do a thing, you get it. Not always, but I'm just saying, like, you plant flowers, the flowers grow. This might feel a little frustrating, especially for earth signs who are more like, you plant the flowers grow. Let's take these. We're going to find out how my new system here works in a minute, because in a minute I'm going to need the layer of infinity onion. I love that expression, Samantha. I will credit you when I use it, but I will be using it. So after I get done, like, throwing down the clarification cards, I'm gonna just go over to YouTube. So Instagram followers are welcome to come over. I think most of you already subscribed anyway. I see Maricela. It's funny because you all have different names. I'm Suzzy Evolutionary everywhere, but like, y'all have different names from one social media to another. So sometimes I don't know that it's the same person. Wow. We had a very interesting 4-hour live this morning, if anybody wants to watch. And I'm going to do Virgo right after this, but Capricorn I'm going to do in the morning, pretty early. Okay. These cards are being... Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. This is very interesting. We have 3 sixes on the... Sixes are a thing in this reading, and sixes are about shifting. It is the I'm feeling a lot of transition, and 6 is about transitioning. All right, Instagram, I'm going to have you guys join me over on YouTube. Bye. Okay. So to clarify that energy, that you're coming out of, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That is feeling like stability should have been there and it escaped you. That is feeling like, you know, and that might be part of the attachment issue. I don't think you're having the attachment issue, but on their side, that might be part of the attachment issue that it's my cousin's birthday actually today. It's an easy birthday to remember. I don't remember all of my cousin's birthday, but 6/6 is kind of hard to forget. Okay. Just lighting something for everyone in this chat because this reading is really about somebody doing the work. I think their attachment, honestly, or the other attachment could be like, I missed this opportunity. And I don't think the opportunity was missed. I think it wasn't stable enough to have legs. I don't know if there's, I still don't know that there's a lot of great communication. I think you're both in the same, closer to the same result now, even if you got there in different ways, but I don't know that that's being fully communicated. Clarifying the Six of Swords, we have the Two of Wands. This movement is done after calculating, like, what am I doing because it's expected of me, and what am I doing because it aligns and it feels right. Clarifying their Knight of Cups, that's this transformational. We have Five of Swords. The whether that other energy realizes it or not, like, they have the tools. I think they might be stressed out that they don't have the tools, but they have the tools. The energy in between is really beautiful. Where the Ten of Wands, which is a cycle completing, putting down a burden, we have potential. There is potential for a completely new beginning. That is tantamount to the Fool card in this deck. In this upcoming energy, it's exactly, the Nine of Cups is in reverse and the Magician or the Witch is in reverse. There's a little annoyance with feeling like I made the move. For you, it's like, I tapped in. This work has been a long time. I made the move. I followed the way I'm supposed to. And then I still Yeah. And now I still don't feel like I'm feeling myself. For them, it's like the material things they think they should be able to put their hands around. And for you more, it's like, I should be feeling better. This was a lot of work to not feel as good. So it might feel like a little like, what am I doing this all for? That's a natural part of transitioning through a big change. And again, Taurus North Node, if you have Taurus placements, Taurus North Node is going over them. Uranus is going over them. You just went through eclipses. I would be hard pressed to think that y'all aren't feeling changes. For them, we have Temperance in the upright. Temperance in reverse could be somebody who's struggling with sobriety. It could be somebody who just goes to extremes. And it could feel like an imbalance also in a spiritual way. It's almost like when others' energy doesn't get to put their hand on the prize. Where's my promotion? Where is the relationships coming in better? Why am I not seeing this in real time in my life, in real things? There's a shift, which is really, really great. There starts to be a shift of finding balance within. So I love that. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, also in reverse. There is not reciprocity here. It's almost like they started behind. I'm just being honest, Taurus. They started behind and kind of oscillated. And in this moment, they caught up a little bit. And you've done more work. They did immediate work and didn't get immediate results and went, okay, I'm going to chill out a little bit. You've done the long game. They're doing short game and getting frustrated. You're doing long game and feeling like you're hitting a wall. And that might be in the, I promise you this breaks. I promise you this breaks. Everybody give me a second because I thought I had the cord wrapped where I could just get to it and I don't. So just give me 1 second. So otherwise I'm going to lose everybody. We don't want to do that. I'm not gone. I'll be right there. All right, so I'm gonna bite. I'm starving. Let's get. I don't really want a message from your person. I kind of want. Let's take an astrological card before we take your oracle card. Let's take an astrological card to look at when this is going to shift. I'm already feeling the 28th, but let's just humor me. and see if the cards know better. So I'm gonna pull an astrological card. We also have that, so I'm going to keep talking about it. We have that Sagittarius full moon. It's a super moon. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is optimism. Sagittarius is also about belief. And full moons are about letting go. Saturn is in retrograde. All of that makes a beautiful recipe for the entire collective to look at what keeps you from believing in yourself. It's not about optimism and acting like things aren't wrong. It's because that's not optimism, that's delusion. It's about what can you let go of that is a cycle of self-sabotaging mindset. And let me know, not in the chat comments, but if you wouldn't mind, lovely humans, if you could hop out of the chat for a second while I'm shuffling this, give this a like. If you want to share it, I would super appreciate it. But even if you just copy the link and you don't actually share it anywhere, that's helpful. But leave me a comment in the regular comments if you want me to do a full moon live. I'll do it on this channel. If you want me to do a full moon special for the Sagittarius full moon, and we can talk about, we can literally go over and talk about how it's going to be, Connie Jo went over the astrology of it, and I'm sure that'll be all over the place. I really want to talk about how it's going to create opportunity for us. Scorpio, I transform. You know, Taurus, Scorpio is your opposite or your sister sign. And if you have siblings, you know how a sibling can still be an opposite, right? It's not like these cards are specific to the nodal axis that we have right now, but that South Node in Scorpio. Hi, Demetrius. You know, that transformation, if you could leave it in the regular comments, because it's hard for me to search all of these. If you want to like leave it, yeah. If you guys could leave those in the regular comments, then it would be so much easier for me to like look at what the numbers are. You should still be able to comment while the live is going. And thank you, replayer viewers, also for weighing in. I want you to look at your house of Scorpio, because, you know, Taurus, that is the other side of your seesaw. Often in, you know, Scorpio, when you go to Scorpio season, when you get to Scorpio season, if you have a lot of Taurus placements, those Taurus characteristics kind of they feel a little neutralized. And the other placements in your chart will feel a little bit more prominent. I want you to look at whatever house you have the Scorpio in. And we just had that full moon, but I want you to look, yeah, because your Sag house is going to get activated on the 14th. I'm going to say that the time between when the full moon is over and that new moon in Cancer happens on the 28th, we're going to find shift for you. Let's take a Moonology card. Where are those? Those are here. We're just going to take, this reading is a little longer than I usually do right now we're at 44 minutes. It's close. I just want a Moonology card. Right. So like also look right before the Sag moon, when before that full moon, which I believe is the 16th. We're going to be in a Scorpio moon. Oh, that's so weird. I'm sorry. Yeah, balance spirituality and practicality. There's a small break, small shift. All right, well, sorry guys. So when it's over, I guess if you could leave the comment, that would be helpful. Or you could comment on any one of my other videos, but stay until we're finished. Balance spirituality and practicality. That is literally what that Temperance card is about. Something is still in shift. Something is still in flux. You're going to feel a little relief between the time. Something is really going to like it. For some of you, it may not feel as comfortable as the others. Something is going to shift between the 16th and 28th. And then there's going to be a lot more relief. However, that full moon in Pisces, which is usually August, there's going to be a great movement for you. Like, it feels like that Three of Pentacles. Yeah, that Three of Pentacles turns the other way. And you'll be able to put your hands on some of the tangible rewards of your work. Let's just quick get an oracle card. Watch all of this fall down on me. That's probably not going to work for too much longer. Does anybody else like rearrange their office all the time? Okay, interesting. Fork in the road is the oracle card, and the overall energy was the Two of Swords. This is 13. It's time to make a decision considering the consequences as you prepare to act. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at the fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Taking the road less traveled, or the well-worn by others who've come before you. This is about be present and do not avoid the junction. And this again is the Six of Swords with the Two of Wands on it. There will be a decision coming up. I think that decision is going to happen between the 14th and the 28th, or the 16th and the 28th. When that happens, I don't want you to look like, I don't want you to say things that trap you. I don't want you to say, I have to forge my own path. I don't want to be a sheep. And I don't want you to say, I better do it like other people do it that other way for a reason. Who am I to question it? I don't want you to feel trapped in either of those statements. And I think that leaving that open is going to help you avoid a little of this resentment that's coming up. Not feeling, there's a lot about obligation in there. Not feeling obliged. When something feels obligatory, it doesn't feel good. I mean, there's shit we all have to do regardless, right? But I want you to really not pin yourself to a statement or somebody else's opinion of what you should do. I don't think that one's ever come up. Hi, Sherry. Taurus, thank you for being here. Taurus replay viewers, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you have not been able to catch a live, I want to catch you in a live, and I want to interact with everyone. If you're watching this in replay, please leave me a comment about where you're at and like what time of day works best for you. I work by Zoom, work by time zones with Zoom all the time. So if you just tell me your time zone and what time of day is good for you, I can figure out what that means. But I want to make myself available to everyone. All right, guys, I love you. Know you love you. I'm going to go over and do Virgo in just a few minutes. All right, bye.